Just.
Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all. Welcome. Happy first Shabbat of 2024. We made it. May this year be more peaceful for all of us. So, welcome. If you've never been here before, we're so happy to have you. This is our prayer book. If you want to follow along, we go the opposite way of the way you think we should go. And I'll try to remember to tell you the pages, but you also have some good help sitting near you. So I invite you all, if you haven't done so already, turn to somebody new, wish them a Shabbat Shalom, a Happy New Year, and make a new friend maybe, a little schmooze. If you're watching at home, Happy New Year. We're glad to have you. Shabbat Shalom. This evening, we are going to welcome Shabbat with song and blessings and join together. Our next prayer is Ozi v'Zimrat Yah, which is in the middle of page 6. Ozi v'Zimrat Yah, vayahi li l'Yeshua. 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 So I'm going to invite the Pefleys forward now to help us light the Shabbat candles. If you'd like to join me up on the bima, we're all going to say the blessing together. It's happening now. You okay? Like, when is it happening? Now. It's happening now. So I'm going to ask one of you to read or we can all read it together. We're on page 9. If you'd like to read the English at the top.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
So as you guys light these candles, I know that this evening we're thinking of Gina and the light that she brought to your lives and her whole family and all of the people that loved her. And so as we light the candles together this evening, I just want to set the intention of bringing her light here amongst us. So, all right.
Oh, smokes.
Okay. Careful. Please don't laugh, but you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. A little less there. All right. Okay, try again.
All right, this is better.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Good job.
So nice to see you.
Oh yeah, I do. Thank you so much.
I guess I could probably do it without it, but I need the numbers. We're going to continue welcoming Shabbat with song with Lecha Dodi on page 14. Lecha Dodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat Shabbat nekavela shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad yishmianu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem el tiferet ve'litchila lecha dodi likakala B'nei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likakala B'nei Shabbat nekavela likrat Shabbat lechu v'naucha ki hi mekor haveracha merosh mikadamna sucha sof ma'aseh b'machshavat chila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela hitoreri kiva orech kumi uri shir daveri kevod Adonai alayich nigla lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. We rise and face the door as we welcome the Shabbat spirit within our midst. Boi v'shalom ateret balav gam v'simcha u'retzola toch emunei am segula boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela yai lai 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 yai lai lai lai. We are on page 17 for Chatzi Kaddish. Chatzi Kaddish, of course, one of our transitional prayers that brings us from the Kabbalat Shabbat, or the welcoming of the Shabbat service, into the main portion of the evening service called the Mariv. We have 5 different moments of transition like this throughout a traditional service. And each one of them is words that are strings of praise. And to me, as I've been saying lately, finding praise and gratitude in transitional moments is often the hardest. So I am grateful for the reminder that's built into our tradition. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabba be'alma divarach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala ubizman kariv ve'imeru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam olam me'omaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalel shemei dekudesha barichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran oma me'imeru amen. I invite you to rise either in body or in spirit as we join together for Baruch Hu on page 18. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. And our blessing gives us strength and makes our visions clear. And our blessing gives us peace and the courage to dare. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. I invite you to take a seat. We're going to join together in the prayer for Ma'ariv Aravim at the top of page 20 in the English, if you'll join me. Somewhere at the fringes of night, the shadows of darkness soften and earth comes alive with hints of light. My heart fills with fresh, bright hope, and the world stirs to give birth to color. Colors are secrets not seen in the dark, like the promise of God when darkness is visible. Creator, you who bring dawn from the darkness, break the used goblets of my yesterdays. Let me find wisdom in the shards and grow in knowledge of your eternal presence. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Blessed are you, Almighty One, who makes the evenings fall. Amen. As we transition into Shema, I invite you to do what you need to feel a little grounded in this moment. Maybe put your feet on the floor, maybe take a deep breath or two. As we connect with these ancient words that have sustained our people for generations, I invite you to allow them to sustain you this evening. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'otecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על mezuzot beitacha uvisharecha. Bottom of 24. Leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot lachem lelohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. as you know, one of the things that I, of course, live for is the times in which our liturgy and the Torah line up. So what we're about to read in the Torah and what we're about to sing is the same. It's a very exciting time. However, next week is Shabbat Shirah, which is the Shabbat of song, when Mi Chamocha is actually read from the Torah. The Shabbat Shirah that was supposed to be the Shabbat Shirah of your Bat Mitzvah anniversary, but you did read a beautiful, gorgeous Mi Chamocha, Song of the Sea, a couple of months later. You did a lovely job. So really, so. But next week I won't be here because I am helping to lead the Shabbat Together, which is the Shabbat for young folks across the Metro Detroit area that I help lead once a year with a lot of different synagogues. So look out for that info. But I won't get to talk about this next week, so I'm going to do it now because you're here and I'm here. The fact that we get to think about what freedom looks like, and then we sing it every time we pray. We've taken this piece of this song of freedom sung by Miriam and put it into the words that we say every single day. And the celebration of what that freedom might look like reminds us, I think, to think about other ways in which we need to be free or help others get free. So I, as I think about this, and I'm thinking about what the Torah portion is this week, which is the beginning of Exodus, we have some beautiful poetry in the Torah, but this one I think stands out in that, as Shira taught us a while ago, that it is one of two sort of battle songs sung by women. So it's an incredible piece of history and of Torah that we get to say every day. So as we sing Mi Chamocha, I invite you to think about maybe the freedom that you're seeking right now, and what it is that you are hoping to help get yourself free from or others. We are on page 25. Yai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'etar b'kodesh, Nora tehil dosei fele, Nora tehilo dosei fele. Malachutecha ra'u vanecha, Bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze Elianu ve'amru, Ze Elianu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed. Yai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. We turn to page 26, our prayer Hashkivenu, which is a prayer where we ask for peace in lying down and rising in peace, and also includes a prayer for a Sukkot Shalom, a shelter of peace, which is a prayer that I am constantly saying these days. So if you'll join me, the Hebrew sort of at the top of the page 26, and then we do this in English at the bottom of page 27, so you'll join us. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Oh, guide my steps and help me find my way. I need your shelter now. So rock me in your arms and guide my steps, and help me make this day a song of praise to you. So wrap me in your arms and guide my steps. Hashkifenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. I am in the middle of page 29. Excuse me. Help me perfect my ways of loving and caring. Inspire me to make myself whole so that I may honor your name and create a world of justice and peace. We're going to rise and turn together to page 51 for the Amidah. I invite you to join me. Excuse me. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Neihem Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Mashiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai Mechayei hakol atah Rav lechoshia Mechakel chayim bechesed Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim Somech noflim berofei cholim Umatir asurim umekayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha ba'al gevurot umido melech mimit umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayei hakol Atah kadosh Shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu chasala Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. We're going to continue with Shabbat prayers on page 55. I invite you to be seated. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat ledorotam berit olam Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat ledorotam berit olam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat ledorotam berit olam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. I'm going to invite you now to take some moments for silent prayer and reflection. You can use the words on the pages or the words of your heart. You can stand, you can sit, and we'll join together in a few moments. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והיו ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, Well, friends, we've come to the beginning of the book of Exodus. We made it to Shemot. I didn't quite know that, time keeps moving, and that's something that's definitely happening. Shemot means names, and it begins with the names of the 12 tribes. The whole list, just in case you forget. And then it goes into the story of Moses. Moses' birth, the story of the basket. You've seen the either the 10 Commandments, you've seen what's that movie, that animated movie? Thank you, Prince of Egypt, the story of Moses and Passover. But one of and this chapter covers this parsha covers so much that I find it basically impossible to talk about any one given piece of it, because we go all the way from Moses' birth through the burning bush, which is like a lot of time, and through all of this, the thing that I always like to point out for this parsha is two minor characters. Their names are Shifra and Puah. Shifra and Puah were two midwives. They were Hebrew midwives, or perhaps, depending on how you read the Hebrew, they were midwives for the Hebrew people. And they were really incredible, two really strong, independent women. Basically, Pharaoh said, no baby boys should be allowed to live. No baby Hebrew boys should be allowed to live, because I see how strong the Israelites, the Hebrew people, are getting, and I don't want that. So if they have any baby boys, don't let them live. And Shifra and Puah, which is a wild name for a person, really, didn't obey those orders. In fact, they helped those babies to live and survive and hid them. And then there's some controversy about were they the only, okay, so the question is, if the Jews had become so huge as Pharaoh had worried, then how could 2 midwives possibly be enough for all of those people? And the answer is perhaps they were the head of the system of midwives. Who knows? I was reading that interpretation recently, and I thought it was so interesting because the idea that they couldn't be in more than 2 places. They were 2 women. So the fact that they could perhaps have been the head of all of the midwives is a very interesting idea to me. But these 2 strong women decided not to listen to Pharaoh's orders, perhaps thinking, like knowing that their lives could be on the line if Pharaoh found out that they were not doing what they were told. And our stories, our history are like imbued with all these incredible, strong women, many of whom are not even given names. So I think it's really interesting that we have the name Shifra and Puah, which, by the way, one of my very best friends from rabbi school was like, I want to name my first child Puah. And I was like, you can't name your kid Puah Jones. You can't do that. It's not nice. Like, you just can't. Her kid is very strong and came far too early, so she needed a strong person name, but Puah was not going to be it. Not under my watch. I think Adira is just as nice. But it's this legacy of these strong women that have led, I sort of think, all the way from these women, all the way from our matriarchs, all the way down. I've been thinking a lot about Sally Priesand lately, who was the first female rabbi ordained in this country, 1972, who is still alive, right? And I love to tell B'nai Mitzvah kids that, especially the girls, because I think when you have a rabbi who's a woman, you don't often think like, oh, could it be different? And the answer is very much yes. And it was, right? Having a bat mitzvah even, I will often pause and have the kids really reflect on what it means to have that kind of milestone, right? In a world in which women were not given that option, not so long ago, right? So I think about these strong women who are in our legacy, and I feel a lot of gratitude for them, especially at a time when I'm feeling a little less than strong, when things are feeling so hard, and I'm not, I'm looking for reasons to grasp on to something. I'm looking for our tradition to help hold me up. The wooden things that hold up the Torah are called the Eitzei Chaim, which means the trees of life. They are literally the life that holds these scrolls with our stories on them, that holds them up, that supports us. And people have been leaning on these stories for generations and generations. And to know that these 2 women put their lives on the line in order that we could be here, right? If we think about the way that our story of our heritage exists, Shifra and Puah are heroes. There's no 2 ways about it. So yes, did I think like, oh, maybe I should talk about the burning bush and how you should look for a sign, and maybe your sign from God won't come through a burning bush that does not ever get consumed, but perhaps it's something smaller. And I still think that's true, but I'm going to put it on the back burner for next year, because I think these 2 women who did this thing, who were ultimately brave enough to allow our story to continue to unfold. Those are the women that I'm holding up tonight, and I'm just offering a lot of gratitude for brave women out in the world this year. So I'm wishing you the bravery and courage of Shifra and Puah, even if it's not defying orders. Maybe it's getting through the day. And that kind of bravery is also needed and exists in our tradition. So I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom. May it be a healthy and happy new year for the whole world. We desperately need it. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We're going to take a second now to think of all of the people in our community and in our lives who are in need of healing, of body and of mind and of spirit. Our Mishaberach prayer. is on page 67. This week we are thinking of Barbara Saul, Joel Ben Moshe, Joyce Holbrook, Janice Book, Mickey Berg, Sharon Burns, Tom Rutan, Linda Tashbook, Sheila Henkel, Penny Michelin, Marla Scaife, and Marcia Wengrow. If there's somebody else that you are thinking of this evening whose name you'd like to share with our community, and if you're at home, I invite you to share those names either in the chat or out loud. And if you're here, I invite you to either stand or raise your hand to share the names of the people you're thinking of in our community. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We join together on page 67. Misheberach Avotenu Mekor habracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach Imotenu Mekor habracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. As we, before we continue with the conclusion of our service, I'm going to invite Andy Isola forward to offer some announcements. From the Board of Trustees. I don't know. I wrote the wrong date on there, so I erased it. It's fine.
Oh, there's handwritten
Yeah,
notes.
sorry. If you can't read them, I can help. It's just been one of those kinds of days, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Good Shabbos, everybody. These are the announcements for tonight. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and our members, I'd like to extend a special welcome to all of our congregants and anyone visiting us this evening. We thank our board for a 100% participation in our Hanukkah appeal. If you have not yet made your pledge, there are forms in the lobby, or you can go online to our website to make a pledge. And as we all know, our website is shirtikvah.org. Join Rabbi Alicia for an introduction to Judaism class called The Taste of Judaism. See the flyer in the lobby for more information of dates and pre-registration. And the first class is January 8th.
I think that's Tuesday night. It's on Tuesday. Oh, it's the night. It's on Tuesday.
Okay, right.
That's what I'm saying. I thought the dates were wrong, but it is on Tuesday.
Yes, that is correct.
Or no, is it a Monday? Oh, it's on Monday. It's on Monday. It is on the 8th, isn't it?
No. The first, I think,
Class is on.
I know
it's okay. The
one
flyer's
of
in the lobby. The flyer's right. So don't listen.
the day that coincides with Martin Luther King Day it's the day after. Right. So the Monday of Martin Luther King Day, it's going to be that Tuesday.
It's okay. The flyer's in the lab. You can look at it. Sorry.
Oh, this is going swimmingly, isn't it, folks?
It's my fault.
All right. The family education program will resume on Sunday, January 7th of this year. If you are interested in hosting or attending an Israel discussion group, please contact Rabbi Alicia and check her article in the Schreier for more details. Also, Lunch and Learn continues on Tuesday of this week. And we would like to thank Kathy Peffley and the entire Peffley family for sponsoring the ONEG tonight in memory of Gina Bryant. And that concludes, oh wait, there's one other thing I wanted to say. A week from tomorrow, which is Saturday the 13th, please join us for Camp Havdalah here at Shir Tikvah. The camp committee will be here and we'll have camp type treats and we'll answer all the questions that you may have about Camp Tikvah coming up in August.
Yeah.
Yay, camp. Those now conclude our announcements. Thank you for your attention. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for your help and patience with me, as always. I appreciate that. No, I'm. Okay. Well, we have more prayers, so yeah. All right. Good deal. We can also do them at the ONEG if you want. Like, it doesn't have to happen in here. It can happen at the ONEG too. Yeah. That's okay. Oh, thank you so much. We're very flexible. All right. We are going to turn to page 74. I invite you all to rise for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד. I am on page 76. Hold on to what is good, even if it is a handful of earth. Hold on to what you believe, even if it is a tree which stands by itself. Hold on to what you must do, even if it is a long way from here. Hold on to life, even when it is easier letting go. Hold on to my hand, even when I have gone away from you. This evening, we pause to remember all of the people whose yard sites, the anniversary of whose deaths occurred at this time in years past. We are also, of course, thinking of Gina this evening. We are recalling the yahrzeit of Harry Lowy, father of Ruth Zendel, Harriet Peacock, mother of Charles Peacock, Robert Gibbs, brother of Richard Gibbs, Evelyn Golden, mother of Ted Golden, Nancy Siraki, mother of Karen Sage, Irving Chadwick, father of Marla Scaife, Frederick Lipton, father of Leslie Bellinson, and Jennifer Heatley, sister of Crystal Huey. If there's anybody else whose name you'd like to share with our community this evening who you are remembering, I invite you to do so. Thank you. We rise and join together for the Mourner's Kaddish, which you will find on page 78. Once again, words, a string of praise words put together even in the most difficult moments to remind us for the gratitude that we have for those people in our lives. Yitkadal v'ikadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divara chirute v'amlich malchute v'chayechon uvyomechon uchaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mivarach le'olam u'lamei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei dekudesha brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Ose shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, here and everywhere, to which we say, Amen. Ose shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. I invite you to be seated one last time. Our concluding prayer this evening will be Od Yavo Shalom, which you will find at the top of page 83, prayer for peace. You can see in this prayer that we have some Arabic words as well as some Hebrew words. Feels really appropriate to me to be praying for peace for everybody at this moment. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam Shalom. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam shalom. Od Yavo Shalom aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. May it be a Shabbat of peace and joy, and may we all find a little bravery in the story of Shifra and Puah, and find ways to do what we need to do to get free this Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for being here. Please join us for an oneg. We're going to do Kiddush and Motzi in the oneg room this evening. Thank you for being here, everybody. I know, we'll hand you the card, so, you know, it's not gonna be like that.
this room, probably like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And we had a kid that was like, can you turn that light off? And I was like, actually, no,
no.
I cannot turn that light off. That light doesn't go off. It's the eternal light.
This thing right here? Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. No, it doesn't, I mean, even if the power goes off, it's on a generator.
But you have to
Sometimes you have to change the bulb. But it's called the eternal light, and it's supposed to like represent God's presence. Because like when the Jews were traveling through the desert, they had a pillar of cloud in the day, protect them from the sun, and a pillar of fire at night, always.
wow.
So this is the Torah. I realize that the streaming is still going. You can talk about the Torah while
So I don't know, I don't really have too much to say, but we have a couple of them, and
I did tell you about all of them.
yeah, she knows a lot of them. Yeah, so they unravel. So